Okay, so we should be recording. So Maureen, I'm so excited to spend some time with you and to chat with you about your experience. Why don't you tell everyone about who you are and what your business is?
Certainly. Thank you. I'm Dr. Maureen Archer. I'm president of Professional English, and I work with professionals who struggle with communicating confidently in English and who would like to use English fluently to advance their careers and specialize in helping scientists and engineers for whom English is their second or third or fourth language. And been doing this for 22 years now and really enjoy helping my clients.
Yeah, that's great. So, what was your situation like before working with me? What was the problem that you were challenged with, and what was going on for you then?
Yeah. Well, I think this is fascinating because I didn't realize how much of a problem I had before learning about your services and seeing the copy that you had written. Because I've been trained to be very technical, very intellectual. And so that's how I approached all of my marketing is here's what I do, here's how I can help you, versus really reaching my clients on an emotional level, understanding their struggles, understanding how, what I do can really help them on a multiple, level. And so having read your copy, I was like, oh, now I understand because I can write for the intellectual, but I knew I couldn't write so well for the emotional and the marketing and good marketing. So I was doing marketing, but I wasn't doing the best marketing I could do. And that's really where I found your help so valuable.
Oh, that's great. I'm so glad to hear that. Yeah, so it sounds like it was really about tapping into the emotions of their world, not just the facts, but like the emotions of what's going on for them.
Exactly. Yes, yes. And once once we started looking at those, it was the aha, like, of course, but sometimes, and I've been doing this for decades. So, the fact that sometimes you get to the point where you assume things instead of actually saying them and, incorporating them. So you also helped pull that back out and help me see it in different ways that I hadn't really seen before. So I found that just so beneficial on so many levels.
Yeah, that's great. Yeah, sometimes you just need another pair of eyes and they can see things for you. Yeah.
Right, right. Good.
So, did you have any resistance to working with me and how did you overcome that?
Yeah, the resistance was, why can't I do this myself? I'm a writer. I know how to write. I teach people how to write, but it's not the style of writing that I was used to. And so once I came to that realization and let go of that, I'll be honest, ego, I just said, um, right, here's someone who has a skill that I don't have, and I can benefit so much from her skill if I allow her to help me. And that was the key. And once I just did that, and you're so easy to work with. So I just, you've been an absolutely delight to have, helping me. So that made it a whole lot easier too.
Great. So that leads to my next question about what was different working with me and what your experience was like.
Well, I've found you to be excellent with customer service. I love the fact that we established meeting time and you sent me some reminders about the meeting time, even though I have it in my calendar. I always like an extra email or two that says, oh, just a reminder. And then you have such a nice manner about you that, you're very easy to work with. And I feel very comfortable and safe with you so that I can open up and we can do some brainstorming together. And I just, enjoy your very supportive and kind spirit.
Oh, thank you so much, Maureen. Yeah. Yeah, I'm so glad that you felt safe being vulnerable because that's so important to getting your message out and defining it.
Right, right. And that exploration that's needed oftentimes to really dig deeper and to find the words and the experiences in order to present those to the clients.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. Yeah, so what has our work together meant for you? Tell me about where you are in your business right now, as specifically as you can.
Oh, certainly. Yes, I'm at the process of putting together a new program. So having the insights that you've provided, it's really helping me to hone and to kind of clarify the message for my clients so that when I put the message out to the world, the clients will recognize themselves and be able to find my services because, that's the only way that I'll be able to help them if they can find me. So that's why your words are so valuable and the copy that you've provided, something that's going to be, like a beacon to
Mhm.
those who really need to see that light so that they can come and, I can help them as best I can.
Yeah, yeah. What I really appreciate about working with you was that you knew what you needed. Um, and so we knew that right off the bat. And then you were able to give me what I needed so I could do that so that we can, like you said, reach your customers and so that they see themselves in your copy.
That's a good point. I found working with you very efficient because you know your stuff, and also you taught me some things about, future copywriting and just some of the tricks of the trade, which I really appreciate because I always like learning new things. So I do appreciate your sharing some of your expertise.
Yeah, yeah, that goes back a little to what you mentioned earlier. Like you came from an academic background, so I had writing skills. Um, but to be where I am today, I also did copywriting trainings, so I had to learn about this marketing world.
Yes.
Um, so I'm so glad that you feel more oriented in that world, and it sounds like you know where you're going.
Yes, and so now, yeah, and the fact that the copy you provided, I can use everywhere. That's what I like as well. My website for videos, for any kind of marketing or course descriptions, I can implement it everywhere. And I am very practical, so I really appreciate that.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, I get that. Yeah. You gotta be practical in business.
Definitely.
So is there anything else that you wanna share?
I would say that if there's anyone who's watching this who isn't quite sure, I would say just talk with Mimi. Tell her what you're looking for because, Mimi, I found you to be very flexible and you really worked with me with what I needed. And, you know your work very well. And I found it, well worth the investment and the time. And, again, I learned a lot and I can apply this everywhere. So thank you so much.
That's great. Well, thank you so much for spending time with me, and I'm really excited to see how you use your copy and what happens for you in the future.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
Thanks, Maureen.
Okay. Bye-bye.